remember in the US, who would have thought an ad for jeans would somehow become embroiled in some sort of Nazi controversy? But, well, it's happened. I'm sure you've heard of Sydney Sweeney, the American actress. She's featured in an ad for American Evil. Evil. See, I've got it on the brain now.
American white supremacy.
American Eagle. There's certain people who think they should be called American Evil, but it's a clothing company called American Eagle. She's done an ad for their jeans. Take a look.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
I mean, first point, we are so back. We've got hot chicks advertising things again, because you'll remember about 5 years ago, we went through this wave of like all the ads became woke and we couldn't really show, you know, attractive looking people advertising things anymore. Everyone had to be overweight because, oh, we wanted it to look like real life. But, you know, people don't buy things on the basis of real life. They buy things on the basis of what they would like to look like or you know, things like up the top.
Or the gender they would like to be.
Exactly. Or that's some Nike ads at the top there, you know. Now they're advertising families because, wow, that's back on the agenda in 2025 too. But this particular ad is apparently Nazi propaganda, and this is a headline that's been running in the biggest newspapers and news outlets around the world because she references genes. Yes, apparently this is all some sort of code when she's a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes talking about genes. She actually means Nazis. Take a look at this.
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it.
That's Nazi propaganda.
And now we have this interesting ad with a play on words where we pass on blue genes to those genetically with blue eyes. I mean, it's no accident that Sydney Sweeney's initials are SS.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this?
Look, I'm not saying that Sydney Sweeney personally wrote this ad to revive the Third Reich, but American Eagle absolutely knew what they were doing here.
We begin with the backlash over a new ad campaign featuring actress Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, the ads are for American Eagle, and the tagline is, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Now, in one ad, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed actress talks about genes as in DNA being passed down from her parents.
The play on words is being compared to Nazi propaganda with racial undertones.
The pun, good genes, activates troubling historical associations for this country. The American eugenics movement in its prime between like 1900 and 1940 weaponized the idea of good genes just to justify white supremacism.
Amazing, amazing. This stuff just writes itself. I didn't know, Joe, when Neil Diamond sang about being forever in blue jeans, that was like some sort of Nazi anthem.
Yeah, obviously,
and now advertising jeans and saying things, oh, it's all Nazis. I mean, have we literally reached a point where people are that brain dead that they see an attractive woman doing an ad and she mentions jeans and it's some sort of Nazi dog whistle? I
mean, if we're talking about initials that mean if you've got the same initials as something, it must be you are the same as that thing. So,
well, your initials are the same as John Howard's. I mean, you must be a liberal.
That's right. I am John Howard, and my beloved friend Christina Kershaw-Keneally has the initials KKK. What could that mean? These guys are amazing. I had no idea Twitter enlightenment political intelligentsia figures. They were going. I knew they were smart, but I didn't know they were this smart. I mean, these guys are just next level. And I love the way they pull out the vocal fry when they're like looking into something to give it that extra sort of taste of authenticity. So they say, I heard you guys like complaining about this thing, so I thought I'd like check it out. And it turns out it's like totally racist.
Oh my God.
You know what? We can just abolish all the institutes, all the think tanks, all the universities. We don't need them anymore. We have triggered millennials on Twitter. I don't think they're even millennials. I think these are the offspring of millennials.
These are not millennials. These are Gen Z. These are the sub 30. And the thing is, what is so shocking is these videos have millions of views and hundreds of thousands of likes online. People are genuinely buying this stuff, which is so ridiculous. But I do have a theory that the ugly, woke, left-wing activists, who most of these people that we've just put up fall firmly into that category, unattractive, overweight, left-wing.
Only on the inside. They're only overweight and unattractive on the inside.
Well, yes. And they've realized that since 2020, they've lost grip on cultural power. Things have totally swung back the other way because guess what? People like beauty. They like attractive things. I don't support the sexualization of women, but I will say this is the return of women who are feminine, who are beautiful, dominating the media and culture. And that is a massive shift. And I think in response, the crazy leftists are panicking. And so now they're having to come up with anything to stop this. And what is the final, ultimate insult that the left will always use when they want to shut you down? Nazi.
The White House said this: a cancel culture run amok, this warped, moronic, and dense liberal thinking is a big reason why Americans voted the way they did in 2024. They are tired of this BS.
Yeah. The leftists and Democrats generally have just become the party in the side of the political aisle that are full of miserable scolds who can't just look at the ad and say, wow, she's advertising for a company that decided to take a different turn. She moved their company market cap by $400 million yesterday. And for many years, the left has been able to bully companies into doing things that they think feel good for the purpose of woke, but actually lose companies a lot of money and set them up for legal problems if they're publicly traded because they have a duty to their shareholders to make them money. And they were going into all of these areas of politics on the left that actually alienated their customers. So I haven't heard anything from American Eagle about apologies. Usually, in the past, we would see some kind of groveling to this cancel culture mob. I think they know it's working and that Americans are interested in seeing what they like. An all-American woman in blue jeans.
I imagine the PR person is like, just don't say anything.
Just don't say anything.
A lot
People
of
like it,
PR.
and the market likes it too. The money's talking.
Embroil, the politician was embroiled in a corruption scandal that shook the entire party. Offspring, many animals care for their offspring until they are old enough to survive on their own. Scold, the teacher scolded the student for being late to class again. Alienated, his harsh words alienated many of his friends. Groveling, he came back groveling, begging for forgiveness.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.